Season review in transfer special time. Fingers crossed we can register all the non-EU players we brought in the last window. Otherwise we're going to have to try and work around it and plan for them not being at the club. Let's find out what happens. Hello and welcome to Club 4, Episode 8 of Half Star to 5 Star here on Football Manager 23. I'm Russ. Come up today, we have the season review, our transfer special, and potentially the first game of the new season depending on time. So as you can see, we are going to be jumping straight in with the season review. New arrivals then, so who's going to pick up signing of the season? I'm kind of hoping it's going to be Antonio Silva. They've given it to Arjan Berisha. 16-year-old, joined us for 1.2 million from Malmo. Kind of had to be the makeshift goalkeeper after setting Loon in, and then Lever couldn't be registered because of the EU silly rules. It's my fault. That's all on me. So yeah, he's picked up signing of the season. Do I agree with that? I guess so. I kind of was hoping Antonio Silva was going to pick that one up. 30 million we spent on him, 4 goals, no assists out of 44 games. Claudio Roque had a decent season for us as well at 15 million, 5 assists. Susik was a good sign as well for that 5k. Played 47 games for us, 11 goals, 1 assist. So signs we brought in definitely did improve us. Lucas Netz had a good season as well, although £70 million is a lot of money. Season results then. So in Serie A, we got a B rating for that, finishing second. It's an improvement on last season from them finishing 6th. We just couldn't keep up with AC Milan at the end. I think I said at the end of the last episode, it's the draws that have cost us. If we only turned 4 of those draws into wins, or 2 of those draws into wins, we'd have won the title. In Champions League, we got a B- for that. We got knocked out in the first knockout stages by Roma. And then the Coppa Italia, we got a C- that. Inter Milan knocked us out in whatever round that was, quarterfinals. So we need to improve there, don't we, to get the board happy and get their confidence up with us in that respect. Moments to remember. The biggest win was the 5-0 win over Chavez in the Champions League. That's my first Champions League match as well. Volpato getting 2, Raspadori getting 2, and Susik on the score sheet as well. Match to remember was the game straight after that where we were 2-0 down to Juve. And then we mustered up some strength, some character, some motivation to beat them 3-2, scoring in the 94th minute. Lino there getting the result, and goal of the season goes to Raspadori against Roma in the Champions League where we got knocked out. Finances then, so we are still a 4.5 star worldwide reputation club. That hasn't improved or changed. Sponsorship's gone up by over 4 million. Broadcast revenue's gone down. I'm guessing that's because of how far we got into the Champions League. Corporate and hospitality's gone up by 400k. Competition prize money's gone down. Champions League. Match day and commercial revenue is down again. I'm going to put that down to Champions League. We made 12.77 million in merchandise last season, with 5.5 million of that of non-domestic sales. Sold 442,000 shirts. Raspadori selling the most of those. Yeah, he is our star man at the end of the day, so he was going to make those sales. How do we line up? So it is the Poacher's Delight. It's the formation we use for pretty much everything. Although we are going to try and change this up for next season. Not necessarily use it, but we train something in just to get our boys using something different, trying to create some more chances, some more goals. So they reckon the team of this for us is Lunin in goal, a back 4 of Nets, Kim Min-jae, Silva and Roque, Smoljannik at the base of midfield, Kartsev and Susik in front of him, Lazaro on the left, Volpato on the right, and Raspadori up front. No place in the team for Lino then, so it's a bit of a shock there. Manager awards, I've won nothing. Whether I get the Italian Manager of the Year, if that's going to be a different story, but we'll just see what happens there. Fans Player of the Season was Raspadori. Young Player of the Season was Roque. Signing of the season we knew was Berisha. Goal of the season we knew went to Raspadori. Top goal scorer was Raspadori with 25 goals. Lino getting the most assists with 12. Most man of the match was Raspadori with 7. Highest average rating again was Raspadori 7.4. Most pass completed per 90 was Antonio Silva with 92. Record breakers then, we've got Lino picking up the most assists for a season with those 12. Worst discipline was Claudio Roque with 15 yellow cards and 1 red card. That boy needs to improve on his discipline. Most appearances for a player is Petro Zelinski, 470 appearances for us now, and youngest player is Berisha. So history in the making? Not really, we just finished second. We challenged for the title and we need to improve on that. We actually need to go for the title next season and win it. Dynamic timeline, Chippenham, Altrincham, Birmingham, Napoli. That's our dynamic timeline. We've gone from those clubs. So, we will have a quick look at the supporters profile. Our hardcore fans has gone down to 9%. Core fans have gone up to 37%. Family's gone down. Fairweather's gone up. We've got 170,000 new social media followers. Maybe that's because me being English has brought the English fans to come and check out Napoli. I'm just making stuff up there. I did see another record come through. It's down here. So we had the lowest number of league defeats with 2. And then we got this one. 88 points, the highest record without winning the Serie A title. Yeah, we got that award. So, things to definitely work on, definitely to improve. I'll have a quick look for all of these, do the season meeting and everything that we need to do. With the planner then, assuming we can get Lever in, I think we're right with goalkeepers. We've got another goalkeeper joining us as well, but he is going to be out on loan for the season. Left back, I think we're okay. Centre back, we're okay. We got Myciel coming in, and we got this guy coming in too. Right back, I think we're right. Lizerman, Roque, Mulder, we're all right there. Deep line playmaker, I don't think we need anybody in there, although Anguissa is getting old. This guy is joining us with the guy we had on loan last season, so maybe we need a body in there just because of the age of everybody else. Midfield, I think we need a player in there as well. Right wing, I think we're okay for next season. Left wing, I think we're okay. And striker, do we need another striker? I'm going to go with yes. Roger is good. Rastori's good. Rastori's getting old, but can also play out on the left and on the right. Roger can play out on the left and up front. So I think we need another body in there just to get some goals for us. So it is going to be a window where we spend a little bit of money. The iffy area is going to be, can we register Lever? Can we register Lizerman? If we can get both of those registered, I'm going to be happy. If we can only register the one, it is going to be Andy Lever that I'm going to pick over Lizerman. We'll have to send the other player out on loan until we can register. So we need to be mindful of the EU rule for the transfer this summer. So we'll just have a look around Europe, see what we can find, especially mainland Europe, Spain, Germany, France, anywhere there. See if we can pick up some decent players. Right, we have the non-EU player transfer allowance for the new season. It's out of my control, this one, so I'm fingers crossed it's going to be Andy Lever. And it's Lizerman. Lizerman can play at right and left back. It's not a bad player to come in, I guess, but we needed the goalkeeper. So it's now going to be a case of, do we go with Berisha again this season? At 17 years old now, after the wonderful season he had for us last year. 19 games, 8 clean sheets, 11 conceded. Will it show us overall? It will do. So 23 games he played, 16 conceded, 9 clean sheets in total. So do we go with the 17-year-old again, who, I mean, let's be fair, we are trying to improve him, and he's not a good goalkeeper at the end of the day. He's not first team level ready. Do we bring this guy back, who's going to be going out on loan for the remainder of the season? That's an option. Is he going to be EU constricted, though? I think this is what we have to do. We have to bring this guy in, loan Andy Lever out, because Andy Lever's not going to be getting into the team this season, which is infuriating. Offer to clubs, loan. I guess we kind of have to ask everyone to pay his wages. We'll go with that. And then just see what happens. I mean, it's moving down. At the moment, it's just Berisha in goal. Corvi can leave. Hopefully, you can bring Andre in. If Andre can join us, then he's our first team goalkeeper. If not, we have to look around. But yeah, Lizerman in. Lever not in. We got some work to do. So as confirmation that Milan Smiljanic has now joined us on a permanent deal. £5.5 million we spent for him. Last season he did do quite well for us. 31 games, 3 goals, 6 assists, 7.18 rating. So hopefully he can do that as a permanent player for us now. Newcastle made a little bit of money on him. 3 million plus the $750,000 million we gave to them then. They only used him twice before loaning to us. So yeah, I think it's a shrewd bit of business for us to bring him into the club permanently. Can play defensive midfielder, can play attacking midfield, can play centre mid. So good utility option for us straight at the centre. It is also player release day, so we have released Lazaro, probably the main player out of all these players that have left us. Zielinski has retired as well, so that frees up a little bit of wage budget, a little bit of space in the midfield to bring in another player. We'll go through all these contracts off camera of people that are going to be coming in and leaving us, in staying with us. This guy's definitely going to be staying with us. He's going to be one of our defensive options. If we have a look at the squad planner, I think we're okay in defence. I think we're okay in defensive midfield. It is midfield, but I think we need maybe a body in there. Just because of the age of some of these players, 30, 34, 30, 32. These young guys, they are coming through, but they're just not ready enough for us. Left-hand side of the pitch, right-hand side of the pitch, both looking good. Striker, we need an option. So, midfield and goalkeeper. Midfield, goalkeeper and striker is where we need to be focusing, I think. If we look at our finances, we've only got 3 million in the wage budget at the moment. We've got about 300k left in the wage budget left to spend. Hopefully we can ask the board to give us some of this 50 million into transfer budgets to bring some players in. Otherwise, it's just selling players, and I don't see any players that we can really sell. Maybe Almas can go, Anguissa. All depends on what sort of money we can get for them. There have been offers come in for Volpato. We're fighting them off at the moment. They're just not giving us the sort of money we want. I want around 15 million for him. They're only offering 9 at the moment. So we'll see what developments we can do. See what we can bring in as well. 5 players in through the door, all arranged partly last season. So the first one is a midfielder, Hugo Victorino. Plays centre midfield, can also play in attacking midfield as well. He is a 2.5 star current ability, 4-star potential player. Looks quite good for that Mazzala role that we've got. Maybe if we put it onto attack, see what else you can do. Does look pretty decent. 18 years old. I reckon we can develop him quite good. Cost us £6 million from Penarol in Uruguay. Second player in is Ethan Demont. Costs us absolutely nothing. Can play up front. 19 years old. He is 2-star current ability, 3.5-star potential player. Whether or not we're going to get anything out of him is a different story. Attributes don't look too great at the moment. Next player is Andre Marcato. He's a defender. 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential player. Tackling a 17. Physical stats look fantastic as well. He's big, he's strong, he's good at jumping. His mental stats do look quite good in the areas that we need him for in that midfield. We paid £54 million for him from Man United, so making him return back to Italy. Man United make a lot of money on him. Next player in is the goalkeeper, Andre. He joins us for 14.25 from Botafogo. I'm going to see if I can cancel. I can't recall him from his loan, so he's going to be staying out there until then. No. Yeah, no, sorry, he stays there till Christmas. So at Christmas we're going to be getting this player back. For a minute then I thought he was going to be staying out there till 34, but no, Christmas he comes back to us. That gives me a little bit of encouragement to play Berisha to Christmas and then bring Andre in to play in the goalkeeping role. The last player joining us comes in at an E rating from the fans is Li Yang. He is an attacking midfielder, can also play out on that right. 2-star current ability, 3-star potential player. Attributes don't look that great. He's a Chinese international player. Joins us from Lazio for pennies really. £250,000. He's just coming in as an option that can play on that right hand side in cup games against the lesser teams in the league to rest Volpato, rest Lino, rest Raspadori, that sort of thing. Also generate some money for the club as well. I mean, he's Chinese, so they're going to buy Napoli shirts, aren't they? That is it transfer-wise at the moment. If we have a look at what's going on as well, out-wise, these guys are going to go out on loan. I'm going to reject that one. We'll accept Gil, and Medina could potentially be going out for some money. We still haven't got anything decent in the transfer fund either. We're now £10 million in the red. We need to work on that, and we've only got 200k left in the wage budget, so it's a little bit of wiggle room. We just need to bring those players in and find some decent ones now. We've got ourselves another wonder kid through the door. Łukasz Tiski joins us. He joins us from Slavia Prague for £8 million. Can play in... what roles can he play? Deep line forward, advanced forward, false nine, trequartista. So he's going to do pretty decent up front for us. He can also play in the poacher position as well. Just click on it there. Finishing 16, first touch 16, technique of 16, decision making 19, off the ball movement of 15. He is going to be absolutely fantastic for us. He gives us another option up front. If you look at his transfer value as well, it's tripled. Well, I'd say tripled, quadrupled, hasn't it? Up to 30 to 35 million pounds if we do decide to sell him on in the future. So shrewd bit of business that. The reason we've got him in is if we have a look at players out, we have sold Almas £15 million into Milan. It's a 30-year-old midfielder off the books. Yes, he is a good player, but he's aging. I think we can get better players in than what he can do. We just need to play the market now. We are looking at a right midfielder. If you have a click on here, this guy here can also play up front. He can also play in midfield as well. So that's the sort of player I'm looking for. He's going to cost us quite a bit of money though, so we'll see what we can bring in. But I'm really happy with the Tiski deal. One in and one out. So we'll have a look at the player coming in. Player coming in is Elias Akhomak. 26-year-old winger, can play on the right, can play in the centre, can play up front as well, can also play on the left. Joins us for a deal that is £24.5 million from Strasbourg. He comes in because we have sold Lino. Lino has gone to Newcastle for £16.5 million. He is 30 years old, so I think we've got a little bit of an upgrade on what's his name, Akamosh coming in. So yeah, Lino did a good job for us this season. We've improved on him. If we have a look at the media then, where they think where we're gonna finish at the moment with the squad we've got. I've clicked on the wrong one, didn't I? There we go. 4th at the moment, and we've got no one in the Dream 11. Our best player is Nets, and he's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th best player in the league. So I don't think we're going to get a player into here this season. Transfers as well that we're looking at coming in, there's no one at the moment. I'm pretty happy with the squad, if I'm totally honest. Maybe we need another midfielder, what with Matey Boy leaving us, Almas. But yeah, really happy now. Raspadori, Akamosh, Tiski, Roger, sorry. We've got enough going forward. Just need to sort this little triangle out here, and that's what we're going to be spending the rest of our money on. We've got £8 million. I think we could find someone for that. Maybe a loan deal. Maybe we can move a little bit of the wage budget as well. What can we do with this here? Maybe if we go to that, gives us £16 million. We could probably adjust it a little bit more actually. There you go, £19 million. We still got 150k in the wage budget left to spend. So let's see if we can find a midfielder or two for 20 million and improve it that way. Yes, I said I wasn't going to sign any old men, but when Milan Skriniar comes onto the transfer list and it's only 6.25 million, you can't really turn that deal down, can you? He's 35 years old, physicals still look fantastic for his age, mentals look good as well, technical side of the game, absolutely fantastic. Hands down the best player at the club as well. 4.5 star current ability, 4.5 star potential as well. Absolute shrewd signing for us at the back. I think that sorts us out now defensively. Going by the players we've got 7 defenders who can play centre back. One of those players can play left back as well. So really happy with that deal there. We did try to get another player in. That fell through. Thomas Martin, he failed his medical. He is currently out with ligament damage till April. So yeah, it's not ideal, but we can find another player. I mean, the technical side of his game was great for what we needed. He's just not going to be joining us, so that's where we are at the moment. That's the last piece of the puzzle, I think, that midfielder, whether it's going to be a Mazzala or a box-to-box midfielder, that's what I just need to decide what the club needs. I think we've got enough in the way of Mazzala. We just need to find that box-to-box player now, I think. I think that's where we need to go with the midfield. We've made it through to the opening day of the season then, and it couldn't be any harder. We've got Juventus. To make it things even worse, our next game is against Inter Milan, so it's a difficult start to the season for us. If we have a quick look at the table and where the media predict we're going to finish, they think third now, and we have one player in the Dream 11 being Skriniar. Where does he come up on this list here? Behind Nets, behind Raspadori. Doesn't look like he's on the list at all. Yeah, he's in the Dream 11, so quite happy with that one there. So the team we're going to put out there to play Juventus and hopefully pick up a victory is Lever making his debut for us in goal. A back four of Nets, Marcato, Skriniar and Lizaman. Smoljanec at the base of midfield. Susik and Anguissa in front of him. Tichy on the left, Akamatch on the right and Roger up front. No place in the side for Raspadori. He is not in the team at all. No, sorry, there he is. He's on the bench, so we'll bring him on maybe at half-time if Roger isn't playing that well. If Roger's playing decent, we'll have a look to fit him in somewhere else. First highlight of this match, a throw in for us. Lizaman gives it to Smoljanec, who goes back to him. Managed to get it into the box now. We've lost the ball. Juventus come away with it. They're going down their left-hand side. There's nobody there. Skriniar picks it up and recycles it. Anguissa's got it back now. Gives it back to Skriniar in defence. Just waiting for some options to open up in front of him. No one's really moving, creating any space at the moment. We shift it over to that left-hand side where Tichy is. What's he going to do with it? He gives it to Nets. Nets puts it into the box. Finds Susik. He can't control the ball. Juventus come away with it down the right-hand side. Nets comes back. Wins the ball back. We recycle the attack once again. Smoljanec dances past players. Gives it to Anguissa. Into Rogers now. Roger over the top. Oh, he hits the post. He's offside anyway, but what an attempt that was. Playing the ball on the left-hand side. Nets gives it up to Tichy, or Tichy, however you want to say his name. Gone right to the corner flag, cuts it back, gives it to Nets. Nets puts it into the edge of the box where Anguissa was trying to run onto it. Juve read the ball well and they've got a counter-attack on their own going now. They're down that left-hand side. We've got two players and they've managed to get away from him. But playing it back into the centre now, that gets shifted. He's got to be offside. The flag is up. There is going to be a VAR check on that. He did look miles offside. Ref's got his finger in his ear. What's the check going to say? He's going to say offside, innit? Never in any doubt. He was miles offside. Free kick for us. Skriniar plays it into Lizaman on that right hand side. Plays it into Akamosh. What can he do with it? He's been fouled. That's got to be a penalty, hasn't it? He's in the box, or he's on the edge of the box. He's definitely on the white line for the penalty area. What is the ref gonna say as he consults VAR? Finger in the ear. No penalty. So it's a free kick then. Can we damage him? No, nothing's come of it. It's going to be half time now. Roger's having an absolute terrible game. He's going to have to come off. Going to bring Raspadori on. 0-0 at the moment. Raspadori does come on for Roger up front. 45 minutes to influence the game now as Juve have a throw in. We've managed to get it in our possession and Marcato plays it over to that right hand side. It's a poor pass, but Akamosh gets the ball back. Plays it over the top, trying to find Susik. He can't find him. We come away with the ball though. Smoljanec, whatever you say his name. Susik's got the ball. Plays it into Raspadori. Raspadori's shot is over. Looks dangerous. Looks more dangerous than what Roger had in the first 45 minutes. There's no end product. We're not putting it at the goal. We're not making the goalkeeper work for it. That was our problem last season. We've obviously not addressed that. Maybe we need to, I don't know, look at the tactics somehow and just to adjust it. Making two substitutions, Akamosh and Marcato come off. Antonio Silva and Volpato come on for them. We've got 20 minutes left to go. 20 minutes to register our first shot. Well, we don't need to have 20 minutes to do that. We've registered our first shot on target now. We have changed to a positive mentality. Maybe that's influenced the fact that we've hit the target at, well, just once in this match. It needs to be better though. It's poor. We've got Raspadori, we've got Roger, we've got some good players in the team. We just can't hit the targets. That free kick gets floated in. Juve get it clear. Raspadori runs out to collect the ball. Can he get the attack going again? Gives it to Lizerman. Anguissa's got the ball. Smijanic's been fouled. Valic with the sliding challenge is straight red. Straight red for the Juve player. We need to make the most of this now. We'll go very attacking just to see what we can do. Juve have got no threat whatsoever against us now. We just need to hurt them. Can we do it in the last 5 minutes? Free kick for Juventus. Gets put in. It's been handled by our player. We've given away a penalty. VAR is going to check it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be given. Yep, Juve got a penalty in the last couple of minutes. What are we thinking? Can Andy Lever save this? He's up against Malin. He does. Get in there. Makes himself a hero on his debut. Can we get this ball clear now and get a counter-attack of our own on the go? In comes the corner. He's taking his time on this one, just wasting precious seconds that we need to score goals. In it comes now. It has been clear. Volpato's got it. Charge out to that left-hand side. Gives its net. The highlight does end. I don't think we're going to have another one in this match now. It does look like it is going to end 0-0. We've got 3 minutes of time added on. I keep banging on about it, but one shot on target in a match is absolutely diabolical. It's poor. Very, very poor. When usually this tactic has got so many goals. Look what we did with Birmingham with it. I just don't think it's working very well here in Italy. I don't think it works very well at the top level into the dying seconds of the match now. We have registered a second shot on target now, but it's still not enough. It's still not good enough. Just waiting for that full-time whistle to go. There it goes. 0-0 with Juve on the opening day of the season. We have got some work to do here to get this team scoring goals, get this team hitting the target. Roger playing absolutely poor, a 6.4 rating there. A hero for the game has to be Andy Lever saving that penalty. He does get man of the match, so we will praise him, picking up an 8 rating there. Go with that there. Serie A shock. Well, Milan winning the league last season, then losing to Atalanta. Yeah, that is a little bit of a shock. So let's have a look at the schedule quickly then. When is best to come back? I hate it when it does that. We need it in the month. So I'm thinking we come back in October. Hopefully we've got a spicy Champions League game. If not, we'll have Atalanta and Lazio as the games. If you guys enjoyed that, drop a big thumbs up on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you very much for watching.